piece of trash! What is this I hear about you being fired from your job? Do you know what the economy is like now? How could you be so stupid? I'm sorry. You have it all wrong. I didn't get fired. I quit. You quit? Well, that's even worse. Why would you do that? And where are you right now? Well, the weather was just so nice that I decided to go on a little walk. But I should be back home around 3 p.m. You don't have a single care in the world, do you? Well, what do you intend to do for work? I have a fair bit of money saved up, so for now I think I'm going to live off of that for a bit. But I promise that I will work extra hard around the house and not be a bother. How can you say that when you don't even have a source of income? I want you to get back here and find a job right this second. Your savings are probably practically nothing anyways. I'm sorry, but you don't make those kinds of decisions for me. I expect you and Eugene to work in order to take care of me in my old age. And now you tell me that you are just going to take it easy. Well, I already told Eugene that I was going to quit and he supported the decision. He agreed that it would be fine to just live off of savings for a bit. I want you out. Do you hear me? Out. What do you mean by that? I mean that if you aren't bringing money into the house, then I don't want you living here. You're just going to become a poor leech living off of all of us. Hold on just a second. Ever since I married Eugene, you have been constantly encouraging me to quit my job and become a housewife instead. And you should have included me in your decision to quit your job, you insolent little brat. Well, we never really planned for you to move in with us in the first place, so… Excuse me! Well, we bought this new house and planned to live here just the two of us. But then you started telling Eugene about how much you loved it and wished you could live with us. And before I knew it, you had moved in. Well, I just work part-time. Do you think I could afford a place to live with such little money? And besides, the house is amazing and new and has so many rooms. I was so happy when you two finally agreed to let me move in. We didn't really let you. You just kept insisting until we basically had no other choice but to give you a room. Well, that is basically the same difference, isn't it? You still could have said no. I understand that, but you don't really do much to help cut down on the bills. Oh, so now you're saying that I'm just dead weight around the house? No, of course not. I would never say something like that. But Eugene and I agreed not to let our parents live with us when we got married. We chose this house and made other important decisions assuming that to be the case. Well, you should have planned ahead better then. And you should have bought a bigger house. What are you going to do once you two start having kids? There is no way that all of us are going to fit here comfortably. You do know that neither Eugene nor I want to have any children, right? Oh, right, I remember. How could I forget that you're barren? And now without a job, you're useless, both as a wife and a person. Pretty soon, you'll just be a shut-in making your husband do everything for you. I really wish that you wouldn't cut straight to the insults like that. Well, do you really have no idea why I have to resort to talking to you like this? Can you please just leave the house and leave us in peace? I am sorry, but that is not going to happen. If you don't like your living situation, though, you are more than welcome to leave. What? You're going to try and toss out your mother-in-law like last week's leftovers? How can you be so cruel? Well, how are you not doing the exact same thing to me? Because I am the mother-in-law and you are the daughter-in-law. We are not the same, and it is high time that you learn that. Besides, I know that Eugene loves me and would choose me over you any day. Okay, I will give you that Eugene is a bit of a mama's boy, but I think that if you keep up this insane attitude of yours, that affection won't last for long. You have no idea what you're talking about. After all, are you forgetting who it was that caved and let me move in with you? He went against you and favored me. I don't think he really went against me. We just had a long talk and agreed that it was pointless trying to tell you otherwise. Honestly, I just feel sorry for him. What are you even saying? Tell me the truth, Molly. You've always hated me ever since Eugene and I got engaged, haven't you? And yet, even though you know that you and I don't get along, you insisted on coming to live with us. Yes, I suppose hate is one word for it. But I would hate any woman that tried to steal my precious little boy away from me. Oh, really? So I'm not a special case then? Honey, nothing about you is special. I only allowed you two to marry because I assumed you two would take care of me in my old age. But now that you've been fired, there is no point to having you around. Wow. I really don't even know what to say to that. And if you aren't going to be supporting me, then I want you out of the house right away. All you'll do is eat our food and spend our money and contribute nothing. That sounds awfully familiar. And for the last time, I was not fired. I made the decision to quit my job. If you would just take a little bit of time to listen to what I have to say. Why do we always have to fight like this? Enough. I don't want to hear whatever excuse you've cooked up for me. Just pack your things and leave already. From now on, Eugene and I are going to be the only ones living here. I can't believe that my mother-in-law acts like this. She can be ridiculous. My name is Ada, and I am 35 years old. About a year ago, my husband Eugene and I got married. That is how Molly came to play such a large role in my life. We didn't plan for it, but Molly came to live with us, and ever since then, my stress levels have been through the roof. She has been living here just 2 months, and I have had enough already. Every day she has something new to complain about. But I never expected her to act the way she did when I told her that I quit my job. Eugene says that it's important to treat our parents with respect, but it gets a little difficult when they don't do the same for you. Either way, he's very busy right now as his work is entering its peak season. This was my life days before Molly did what she did. Molly, what is the meaning of this? Why are all my things just sitting outside the house? And why can't I unlock any of the doors? Well, while you were running around town spending all your husband's money, I changed all of the locks on the house. Now there is no way you can get back in here. Why would you do something like this? What is the matter with you? And what about all my stuff? Why is it all out here? Don't you remember? I told you that I wanted you out. I've been waiting and waiting, and I finally decided that I couldn't wait any longer. So I took things into my own hands. Just let me back in the house already. I'm actually out right now, so I don't think anyone is home to let you in. By the time I come back, I don't want to see you or your things on the lawn anymore. You're evil. This isn't even your house. It belongs to me and Eugene. Oh, please. Don't get all high and mighty now. I know that Eugene bought the house, and since he is my son, the house might as well be mine too. No, actually. We split it evenly down the middle. You liar! You're just a little office drone. There is no way that you would have that kind of money. Well, I did, and I do. And I wasn't running around using his money. I was using my own, thank you very much. Yes, you're a big grown-up girl, and we're all proud of you. Can you please just listen to what I'm trying to tell you? Look, Eugene is out of town on a business trip working so hard for all of us. But you, all I've heard from you are lies and excuses, and I am sick of it. Well, I was working really hard for all of us up until just recently. But I don't have to work anymore, and that is why I quit in the first place. Oh, well, I'm glad that you are so satisfied to be living off of your husband's income and doing nothing all day. I've already taken the liberty of signing divorce papers on Eugene's behalf. I left them with your things, so you might as well deal with those two while you're out. I'm not going to be getting a divorce. What are you talking about? Aw, is it because your savings weren't so great after all? Well, you better start learning how to save money now that you're all on your own. Are you being serious right now? That's right. Have a nice life. That's it. I can't take it anymore. You have pushed me past the limits of my patience. Oh no, I'm so scared of the unemployed penniless housewife. What is she going to do to me? I'm going to do exactly as you say. I'm leaving. Well, good. Fine. Be my guest. And I never want to hear from you again. Do you understand me? And just to make sure that you never try and seek me out, I'm willing to pay you off. I'll leave the money in the mailbox. Oh, please. I doubt you even have $1,000 to your name. 1,000? Try 400,000. Wait, what? Do you think I'm stupid? There is no way that you have $400,000 stashed away. How could someone like you ever have that much money? Actually, if you want to talk about my savings, I really have about $1 million saved up. But now that I'm leaving, I guess it doesn't matter now. What do you mean? Are you serious? I was always trying to get you to listen to me, but you never would. Do you even know what I did for a living? I thought you were just like a secretary or something. Not even close. I'm actually a pilot. A pilot? Like, for planes? You! That's right. I've been flying planes for something like 10 years now. But don't pilots make a lot of money? I hear they're loaded. Why did you stop working? Well, after saving up so much money, I just figured that I could take a break for a long time. With $2 million, I thought I'd have time to focus on other hobbies and take it easy. Well, that's fantastic for you, isn't it? I mean, if I had known you were so set up, well, I would have never said half of what I did to you. You were already saying the same things to me before Eugene and I even got married. Don't you remember? That is why I knew it would be better if you didn't know how much money I was making. And that setup worked well enough for me that I just decided to never tell you. So you admit it was your fault? If you had just told me from the start, we could have avoided all of this. Well, it doesn't really matter now since I'm cutting you out of my life. Wait, no. Please, I had no idea who you really are. I'm so sorry for how rude I was being to you earlier. I promise to give you all the respect you deserve as my daughter-in-law. Oh, please. You aren't actually going to try and patch things up now. You've never shown me any respect as long as I've known you. Oh, but that's all in the past now. Things will be different, I promise. Don't you trust me? I just wanted to say thank you for packing all of my things away and organizing it all on the stoop so neatly. It is going to make leaving so much easier. No! This is all a big misunderstanding. And you can't divorce Eugene. It'll just crush him. He hasn't done anything, so you can't punish him for this. Yeah, I never said anything about divorcing him. Although I suppose that I will have to ask him to choose between you or me. You're going to have him choose? That's right. I don't want you even adjacent to my life. So he's going to have to choose whether or not he wants me or you in his life. But he can't have both. That's cruel! That's awful! Well, it's his decision. I am more than ready to move on if he decides that he wants to stay with you. But it's such a cruel choice! How could you put someone through that? I suppose. But I'm not changing my mind. If he really isn't doing anything all while knowing how difficult it is living with you, then I think that reflects on him quite a bit as a husband. Well, yes, I see what you're saying there. Oh, look, Eugene responded to me. Wait, what? What did he say? Well, the moment I saw what you did with all my things, I texted him to let him know that you had moved all my stuff outside and were kicking me out. And it also appears that he is going to choose me. You're kidding me! So just like that, he chose you over me! You know that he was also holding back a lot of his complaints about you, right? We are both sick and tired of having to put up with you staying with us. I think this was the last straw, not only for me, but for him, too. But how am I supposed to take care of myself all alone? Oh, that reminds me. We're going to sell the house, too, so don't bother sticking around for too long. You might as well come home and start packing up your things, too. No! Please! You can't do this to me! Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Who is going to pay for all of my stuff? What the heck are you talking about? You are, of course. You're going to have to start working to support yourself. You'll have to find a new place to live and move in there all by yourself. Isn't it great? Of course it isn't great! How am I supposed to do any of that? I already quit my part-time job, but unlike you, I don't even have any savings. Well, good luck with the job hunt then. I know you can do it. But you can't just keep living off the kindness of others, you know. Please, let's just talk this out in person. We can fix this. I'll come right home. Just wait for me there. I'm already long gone. I called a big taxi to pick up my things and go. Oh, well, we can at least call, right? We can talk this out over the phone. That isn't going to happen. Besides, no matter what you say, I won't be changing my mind. Well, then at least let me talk it out with Eugene. Well, I think that he won't be getting back until tomorrow night. But you're free to talk to him then if you want. Though I should let you know that he is furious at you and told me that he will never forgive you for the way you treated me. I'm sorry. You're right. I never should have been so mean to you. You never once tried to even listen to what I had to say. Well, now I don't want you anywhere near my life. I want you gone. You can't be serious. And there is no point in trying to change my mind, okay? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to block you now. No! Please don't block me! Come on, pick up the phone! At least leave me the house! After that, Ada and Eugene talked but didn't change their minds. They decided to cut Molly out of their lives. They sold their house and found a buyer immediately. Their actions might seem a little cruel towards Molly, but Molly never saw either of them as anything but a source of money. I suppose what goes around comes around. Anyways, now the happy couple is searching for a new home and are eager to begin a new chapter of their lives. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this. See you next time.